Hello friends, welcome back to SNS. I am Martin, your English practicing partner. In this video, we're going to shadow an interesting story with the theme of kindness, steadfastness, determination, and courage. Before we begin our lesson, let me quickly remind you why shadowing is so important. As I mentioned in my previous video, learning English is just like learning to ride a bicycle. You have to actually get on the bike, fall down, stand up, and try again in the same way. If you want to speak English fluently, don't focus on memorizing grammar rules. Don't worry about mistakes or what others might think. Just create an English-speaking environment for yourself and start speaking. To achieve fluency, you must listen to native English speakers and practice regularly. That's exactly what this video will help you do. So stay with me till the end. By the time you finish, you'll truly feel a change in your English-speaking confidence. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, and give the video a thumbs up. It will help other learners discover this video too. Check out the description for more videos. So be ready, keep your tea beside you, and let's begin. The sun was just rising when little Arjun ran down the narrow village road, holding a small handful of seeds in his palm. They were not special seeds, just some that had fallen near the old banyan tree. But to Arjun, they were precious. His mother often told him, "Arjun, one act of kindness can grow just like a seed, small at first, but powerful when it blooms." He never forgot her words. Arjun was only 10, but he had a heart far bigger than his age. He lived with his mother, Ronnie, in a small clay house near the fields. His father had passed away years ago, leaving behind nothing but a few tools and his dream that Arjun would grow up to do something meaningful. Every morning, Arjun helped his mother fetch water and then went to school. But what made him different was his habit. Every evening, he planted a few seeds along the dusty road near his house. His friends laughed at him. "Arjun," one of them said, "why are you wasting time? These won't grow. The ground is." Arjun smiled. "Maybe, but if I water them every day, they'll grow one day." The boys shook their heads and ran off to play cricket. But Arjun stayed behind, digging small holes, gently placing the seeds, and whispering, "Grow strong. One day, someone will rest under your shade." Days turned into weeks. The sun was harsh, and the road remained dry. Arjun kept watering the spots, but no green shoots appeared. His mother watched him one evening and said softly, "Arjun, don't be sad. Sometimes kindness takes time to show results." Arjun nodded, though a small part of him was losing hope. One morning, after a night of heavy rain, Arjun ran outside. The air was cool, and the ground smelled fresh. He looked down at the road and gasped. Tiny green shoots were peeking through the soil. He shouted, "Amma, look, they're growing!" Ronnie came running and smiled widely. "See, even the earth listens to a kind heart." Arjun knelt beside the tiny plants, touching them gently. "You're alive," he whispered. From that day, the road began to change. People who used to walk quickly now slowed down, watching the small green plants growing taller. Children stopped to play near them. Even the old postman smiled when he saw Arjun watering them. One afternoon, as Arjun was filling his bucket, an old man stopped beside him. He wore torn clothes and looked tired. "Boy," the man said, "why do you care so much for these plants?" Arjun replied, "Because they make me happy. And maybe one day they'll make others happy too." The old man chuckled softly. "That's rare, child. People your age care only about games." Arjun smiled. "Maybe kindness is my game." The old man nodded slowly. "You have a good heart. Never let the world change that." He gave Arjun a small packet of new seeds and said, "These are flower seeds. They'll bring color to your road." Arjun took them with shining eyes. "Thank you, uncle." Weeks passed. The little plants became strong trees, and colorful flowers started blooming around them. The once dry, dusty road now looked alive, green, and full of life. But kindness never goes unnoticed for long. One day, the village head, Mr. Sharma, came by on his bicycle. He stopped and looked around in surprise. "Who planted all these?" he asked a passerby. "Arjun, the little boy," someone said. Mr. Sharma went straight to Arjun's house that evening. Rani opened the door. "Namaste, sir," she said politely. "I wanted to meet your son," he said. Arjun came running, his hands still dirty with soil. "Yes, sir?" The man smiled. "You've done something wonderful for this village. You've turned a dead road into a garden." Arjun's eyes widened. "I just planted seeds, sir." Mr. Sharma chuckled. "That's how every great thing begins, with one small seed." He looked at Rani and said, "We'd like to honor Arjun at the school ceremony next week." Rani's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you, sir. My husband would have been proud." The news spread through the village. Children who once laughed at Arjun now started helping him water the plants. They began calling the road Green Street. On the day of the ceremony, the school hall was full. Arjun stood nervously on the stage as Mr. Sharma gave a short speech. This young boy reminded us that kindness doesn't need money. It just needs a heart willing to care. He handed Arjun a small wooden plaque that said, "For spreading kindness through simple acts." As the crowd clapped, Arjun's eyes found his mother in the front row. She smiled proudly, her eyes glistening. After the ceremony, his teacher, Mrs. Nair, came to him. "Arjun, you've taught all of us something valuable," she said. Arjun tilted his head. "What's that, ma'am?" She replied softly, "That when you plant kindness, it always grows. Sometimes as trees, sometimes in people's hearts." Arjun smiled. "Then I'll keep planting." Years passed. Arjun grew up, finished school, and went to the city to study agriculture. He wanted to learn more about plants, how they grow, how they help the world. He often wrote letters to his mother. "Amma," one letter said, "I'm learning new ways to make dry land bloom. One day, I'll bring this knowledge back to our village." True to his word, when Arjun returned years later, the village had changed, but the road he once planted was still there, full of tall trees and colorful flowers. Children played in their shade, and old people rested under them in the afternoons. Rani, now older, sat on a bench by the trees, watching the same boy who once planted hope in the soil, now plant it in people. One evening, as the sun set, Arjun sat beside her. "Amma," he said softly, "do you think one person's kindness really matters?" Rani smiled gently. "Look around, Arjun. Every leaf, every flower, every happy face on this road, all of it began with your kindness. You didn't just grow trees, you grew hearts." Arjun looked around. The breeze moved softly through the leaves, making them dance in the golden light. He whispered, "It feels like they're saying thank you." Rani nodded. "They are. The world always speaks to those who give with love." As the sky turned orange, a group of children ran past, laughing and chasing butterflies. One little girl stopped and said, "Uncle Arjun, can I plant a seed too?" He smiled warmly. "Of course, but remember, don't just plant it in the soil. Plant it with kindness in your heart." The girl nodded seriously and ran off to find a spot. Rani chuckled. "She reminds me of someone I used to know." Arjun laughed softly. Maybe kindness runs in the soil. That night, as the stars filled the sky, Arjun walked along the road. He touched one of the trees he had planted long ago and said quietly, "You grew stronger than I ever hoped." The leaves rustled gently in the night breeze, as if answering him. He looked up at the stars and whispered, "Maybe the world doesn't need heroes. It just needs people who care. People who plant seeds of kindness wherever they go." He smiled, feeling the same warmth he had felt as a little boy when his mother first said those words. One act of kindness can grow just like a seed, small at first, but powerful when it blooms. The wind blew softly through the trees, carrying the scent of flowers across the quiet village. And somewhere, deep inside, Arjun knew the seeds he planted would keep growing long after he was gone. Now it's time to explain the meanings of the most difficult words from the story, along with their contextual usage and one simple alternative that you can use in your daily conversations. Word number 1, whispered, meaning to speak very softly so others can barely hear. Usage, she whispered to the old man, "Everything will be okay." Simple alternative, said softly. Word number 2, trembled, meaning shook slightly from fear or emotion. Usage, his hands trembled as he took the seed from her. Simple alternative, shook. Word number 3, journey, meaning a long process of change or learning in life. Usage, her journey began with just one small act of kindness. Simple alternative, path. Word number 4, bloomed, meaning to grow or open into a flower, to become beautiful or successful. Usage, the dry land slowly bloomed again. Simple alternative, grew. Word number 5, grateful, meaning feeling or showing thanks for something. Usage, he felt deeply grateful for her help. Simple alternative, thankful. Word number 6, gentle, meaning kind, soft, and caring in behavior or touch. Usage, her gentle smile gave people hope. Simple alternative, kind. Word number 7, faint, very light or weak, not strong or clear. Usage, a faint light shone through the trees. Simple alternative, weak. Word number 8, promise, meaning a spoken or written agreement to do something. Usage, she made a promise to never stop helping others. Simple alternative, pledge. Word number 9, forgive, meaning to stop feeling angry with someone who hurt you. Usage, he chose to forgive those who once ignored him. Simple alternative, pardon. Word number 10, miracle, meaning something wonderful that seems impossible. Usage, that's all for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned some new words and expressions. Keep practicing every day and you'll see great improvement in your English. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss any future lessons. Thank you so much for watching. Stay motivated, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and take care.